Kate Morgan at breakfast
on BBC WM
95.6. 23.5 minutes past 6 now. The food giant Nestlé, it's the latest firm to get caught up in the Horsemeat Scandal. It's already taken some of their pasta meals off supermarket shelves in Italy and Spain after tests revealed the traces of horse DNA. And although it's been pretty bad news for some of the industry giants, some of the food makers, some of the supermarkets, local butchers are seeing a much-needed boost in sales. Walter Smith Fine Foods in Birmingham have been award-winning butchers since 1885, and they now work with Dudley College to help train the butchers of the future. Tony Yoreth and Paul Cadman are from the company, and they are with me now. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Pete.
Tony, I'm going to come to you first. You're the retail director of the firm, is that right?
That's right, Pete.
Right, excellent. I mean, there's some huge firms being caught up this, and we've mentioned Nestlé being there. Are you surprised that, as to what's come about?
I think in all honesty, you need to put things into context, that these big manufacturing firms with ready meals that these products being found in is a million miles away from the actual core business of producing fresh traditional meat as the retail high street butcher does, where they make all their own handmade products as we do. We win awards with them, and everything is made solely on the premises with the ingredients that we know everything of where it comes from.
So you, it's safe to say, must be quietly, in your own time, smiling to yourself and rubbing your hands with glee.
Without doubt, we've seen a good increase in our business over the last few weeks of people starting to think about where they're purchasing their products from and where they can really put the trust in the product that they're going to consume. And with us dealing with local abattoirs and still buying traditional methods in the majority from wholesale cattle markets, it gives us a good stance with the provenance of our products.
So you can follow the complete chain of your food?
All of our food, the majority is sourced at local markets in Ludlow, Bridgnorth, Hereford. All the passports come with the cattle that we take in, and all that is broke down, butchered, made into award-winning pies, bacon, sausage, and then sold through our retail units.
Are you seeing this as a spike, or are you seeing this as a new trend for the way people buy meat?
We'd like to think that this is highlighting it to the public now, that your butcher is somebody there who sells quality products rather than just visiting on high days and Christmas when they're looking for something special.
Okay. Paul, you're the HR director. I just want to bring you in. I mean, you one of the things the company does is train young butchers. Is that something that's been kind of tailing off recently? Are people still interested in getting into butchery? How does it work?
Yeah, we've been training butchers right from when the business was first established back in 1885. We've got a photograph in our food academy of the father of Walter Smith training butchers in the 1930s in black and white, which is nice to have. But it's certainly not tailing off. In fact, we're finding that more and more independent butchers have heard about Walter Smith's training scheme and are increasingly asking us if we can deliver apprenticeship training for their young recruits.
Do you think something like this is going to encourage more people to come into the business?
Well, I think so, and it's a really interesting business. Not being a butcher myself, I came into the business 15 years ago, and I was amazed at the variety and interest there is within the company. The lads and the lasses love working in the shops. You know, it's always a pleasant environment to work in, and they have a great time.
Because that's the thing, and I don't know either, you know, maybe it's Tony that can answer this, because if you said, okay, being a butcher, it's cutting meat, and it's Tony?
It's a lot more in depth than that, Pete. It's actually about traditional craft skills and learning your skills and understanding the meat that you're dealing with. Part of the cutting of the meat, where everybody sees the butcher with a knife, that's only part of the job. It's understanding about how that meat works, how it cooks, how it heats, and also the flavours that are derived from different cuts of meat, and the display that makes it appealing to the customers on the high street.
Okay. It'd be fascinating to speak to some of the people who are going through the training themselves and you know how they kind of get on as time goes on. But gentlemen, thanks very much for coming in this morning. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Tony Yorath, Paul Cadman from Walter Smith Fine Foods in Birmingham. Obviously, as we've said, the horsemeat scandal doesn't appear to be going anywhere at the moment. We'll keep you up to date with the latest.